Well, if you're looking for a quick summer read that will keep you guessing until the very end, stop your search because we found your next novel. Once you pick up Shari LaPena's new thriller, The End of Her, I guarantee you won't be able to put it down. Following a young couple who have everything they ever wanted, an unexpected guest shows up with a shocking accusation that changes everything. It's full of twists, turns, and a surprise ending. We've got best-selling author Shari LaPena joining us this morning from her home here in Toronto. Welcome back to the show, and congratulations.
Thank you, Ben.
The book is entertaining. It's about a young woman who is living a happy, although exhausted life with her husband and newborn twin, something I know a little bit about. But then a woman from her husband's past shows up and changes everything. Talk to me about the accusation that this character makes and set up the plot for our viewers.
Okay, so what happened was Patrick had been married earlier, several years ago, and his first wife had died in a tragic accident. And this woman comes from his past and she says, I'm going to have them reopen that investigation because I think you murdered your first wife. And so that is the question throughout the novel. Did Patrick, in fact, murder his first wife, or was it just a terrible accident?
Was there a particular case or anything in particular that inspired you when you began writing this novel?
Oh, absolutely. I was reading online and I came across a real case in the news where this fellow had been digging his car out of a snowstorm and the tailpipe had been blocked with snow, which he didn't realize. And his wife and child were playing outside and they got cold and they got into the running car. And sadly, they died of carbon monoxide poisoning. So I'm here to tell you, like, always check your tailpipe so there's no snow in it. But my thriller mind was just thinking, wow, like, what a great setup for a novel, because if that's a great setup. We just don't know. What a great way to kill your family if you wanted to and, have no evidence against you. So that was the kernel to start the book off for me.
But without giving anything away, I'll say that the book ends on kind of a cliffhanger, perhaps leaving room for a sequel. What do you think?
I typically do that. I resolve the main story, but I usually leave a little bit that makes you feel that the story moves on beyond the page. But no, I'm not planning a sequel. I don't do sequels.
Well, last year, the Toronto Star called you the Drake of domestic suspense, which I'm not a writer, but I got to think that's an incredible compliment.
That was one of my best days ever.
What is it about these kinds of novels that are such a hit with readers?
I don't know. I think with mine, it's just you have to keep turning the pages because you have to have your questions answered. You just want to know what happened.
You've had a novel come out every year for the past 5 years. That's an impressive clip. And since there's a pandemic and people have been in quarantine, have you been writing even more than you were before?
Oh, no. I'm doing a book a year, and that's about my limit. Yeah, that's it.
You're a best-selling author, but you are also an avid reader. And next week we have on an author Will Ferguson to talk about his new book, The Finder. And you gave this book a rave review, and your quote is actually on the back cover. What do you enjoy more, reading or writing?
Oh, that would depend on the day. Some days I love writing my own book because I want to see what's going to happen next. And some days I'd rather read someone else's.
Shari, thank you so much for joining us. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We hope everyone picks this one up. It's called The End of Her. It's out now. Be sure to pick up a copy. All the best to you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for watching. If you like this, be sure to subscribe here.
And you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.